Tonight, the national debate about gun safety and keeping our children safe inside our schools is here in Dalton, Georgia. That's because today, a teacher walked into Dalton High School behind me with a gun, barricaded himself in that classroom, and fired that weapon. Well, tonight we're going to find out a lot more about that teacher and some new details that we've uncovered. But before we get there, we're also going to talk about the big picture on what this means tonight. But first, we've got to clear up exactly what happened today at Dalton High School. It's a little bit of a convoluted story, but Faith Abube joins me now, and she's going to walk us through what happened today and how it ends up that a teacher walks into that school, ends up firing a gun.
You know, Vinny, it's mind-boggling. 11 o'clock on a Wednesday night, and you're in the parking lot of a school. You wouldn't expect cars here at all. But when you look over my shoulder in the distance where teachers, staff members park, you see cars in the distance there. In the middle of the chaos this morning, when staff and teachers and students were trying to get to safety, they were forced to leave their personal belongings here on campus. Meanwhile, investigators are working as hard as they can to try to piece together what happened. Heart racing, feet pounding, students desperately trying to get to safety inside Dalton High School. And outside, police quickly swarming the building.
They knew where the threat was located, so they were able to move directly to that area.
And worried parents wanting to know what happened.
I am a nervous wreck.
Police say this teacher, Randall Davidson, fired a single shot inside his classroom around 11:30 a.m., busting this window with students just steps away on the other side of the door.
We ran to the other side of the classroom. People were crying.
Dalton police say this all happened during third period. Students were trying to get inside Randall Davidson's classroom, but the social studies teacher blocked the door. Shortly after, the principal himself tried to get in.
And said, "Don't come in here, I have a gun." And so at that point, I put our school into a threat lockdown immediately. And it was shortly after that I heard a gunshot.
No one was injured, but in the chaos of trying to find safety, a student injured an ankle. Police say the 53-year-old teacher had snuck the gun onto campus in his computer bag. He has refused to tell investigators what his intentions were. But Bruce Frazier with Dalton Police says investigators have an idea.
This is just something that he's dealing with, and I don't know exactly what it was, but this is just something about him and not anything larger.
And Davidson is charged with several felonies tonight, including terroristic threat and act. Police don't actually believe that he intended to hurt any students or staff members here, but they do say what he's accused of doing did in fact terrorize an entire community here.
Oh, absolutely. And thank goodness no one got hurt today and everyone was able to get out safely. School's closed tomorrow, right?
That's correct.
You still have all these cars and everything at the school. What's going to happen?
And you have belongings inside the school as well. School officials are telling us even though school is not in session tomorrow, teachers, staff members, students are all allowed to come back here and retrieve their personal belongings. Classes will resume on Friday.
All right. Thanks so much, Faith. Now